Title: Echoes of the Ascendants. Scene 1. The Realm of Ascendants. In the world of Ascendants, where the sky shimmered with the hues of magic and the ground pulsed with ancient energies, dungeons were both a curse and a blessing. Each cavernous expanse, hidden behind crumbling stone or veiled in mist, held treasures beyond imagination but also dangers that could snuff out a life in an instant. The air crackled with the whispers of long-forgotten adventurers, their echoes warning of the perils that lay within. Kai adjusted the frayed straps of his gear, a mismatched collection of leathers and metals that had seen better days. He stood at the mouth of a low-level dungeon, one of the many that dotted the outskirts of Eldenvale, his heart racing with a mix of fear and determination. The dungeon of shattered echoes loomed before him, its entrance a gaping maw framed by jagged rocks. He could hear the distant growls of the creatures that lurked within, a reminder of the dangers he faced. Today had been particularly brutal. After a week of grinding through the lowest tiers of the dungeon system, Kai had barely scraped together enough experience points to level up. The other Ascendants in Eldenvale, clad in gleaming armor and wielding weapons that shimmered with enchantments, had long since left him behind. He was a footnote in their stories, a shadow flitting past the flickering torches of their glory. With a deep breath, he stepped inside, the chill of the dungeon wrapping around him like a shroud. The air was thick with the scent of damp stone and decay, and the flickering light of his torch revealed crumbling walls adorned with ancient runes. Each step echoed, a reminder that he was not alone. He had heard tales of the dungeon's inhabitants, goblins with wicked blades, specters that fed on fear, and traps that could ensnare the unwary. But he pressed on, driven by the hope that today would be different. Today, he would find something that would change his fate. Scene 2, The Hidden Dungeon. As the hours dragged on, Kai fought his way through the labyrinthine corridors, battling against the odds. He had faced goblins, narrowly escaping their traps, and had collected a few meager treasures, a rusty dagger and a handful of shimmering crystals that pulsed with a faint light. But the exhaustion was creeping in, and despair began to settle like a weight on his chest. Defeated, he stumbled out of the main chamber, his body aching, and the dim torchlight flickering dangerously low. Just as he was about to turn back, he noticed something glimmering in the shadows, a crack in the wall, barely visible beneath the tangle of vines. Curiosity piqued, he approached it, heart pounding. This was no ordinary crack. It radiated a strange energy that tugged at him, beckoning him closer. Driven by desperation, Kai squeezed through the narrow opening, his heart racing with both fear and anticipation. On the other side, he found himself in a hidden dungeon, one that pulsed with an otherworldly glow. The walls were adorned with intricate carvings, telling stories of ancient heroes and forgotten gods. Unlike the dank and dreary corridors of the Dungeon of Shattered Echoes, this place hummed with life, as if it were alive and waiting for him. As he stepped deeper into the hidden dungeon, he felt a surge of power coursing through him, a sensation he had never experienced before. The air crackled with potential, and for the first time in what felt like an eternity, hope flickered within him. Perhaps this was the opportunity he had been searching for, a chance to become more than just a low-level ascendant. But as he ventured further, shadows danced at the edges of his vision, and the realization hit him: this place held secrets, and secrets often came with a price. With a deep breath, he pressed onward, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The hidden dungeon promised danger, but it also promised a chance to rewrite his story, to rise from the depths of obscurity and become a true ascendant.